Hello garden lovers, I hope you're well. Well, today I was expecting a delivery from David Austin. I did order 2 bare root roses, but it hasn't arrived. But still has some blooms in the garden I wanted to show you. And today has been a very dry day and very mild lately. And I thought I'd show you around the garden, and at some point when the bare roses arrive, which should be either I think probably tomorrow, I shall probably insert the unboxing in for you. But I didn't really want to miss this window of opportunity because it has rained quite a lot lately, and yeah, I just wanted to show you around before all the blooms get spoiled again. So this one we were looking at, this one is called Hot Chocolate, and it is a very smoky orange, and this year has been really healthy for me and still flowering away. As you can see, there's quite several buds on this and very healthy. Let me see what we can see. I have had an overhaul of most of my borders, and this one I am in the middle of doing. This is Munstead wood, still blooming away. I did cut one of the blooms inside and it was very nice. These are not sure whether it would open in the cold, but it has been so mild lately. It's only 17 yesterday, which is crazy for almost mid-November. But lucky for us, yeah, very mild. Must be global warming or something. It's very unusual to be not having frost. So this is my bright border, which I put bright colors in. Here I already put a cutting of, this is fruity perfumer, and there is delightful perfumer here. Oh, we have some ladybirds in the garden. Not sure whether you can pick that one up. It's right next to the bloom there. So that is delightful perfumer. I got as a potted rose from East Croft Roses. Now, whoever's watching this channel at this time of year must be really into their roses. I mean, I'm watching channels because I'm so bored, because I can't get in the garden, watching channels from Russia. Even picked up a few Russian words. Очень красиво, which is very beautiful, I hope. This is Eustachiae. Really lovely bloom, very healthy. And next to that we still have Princess Anne. So like I said, there's some roses that are still blooming away and looking so lovely. Because we are expecting some rain, I thought I'd get this bit of the footage in first. This one is Benjamin Britten. The colour's a little lighter, a bit more intense during summertime, but really very healthy for me. Although we do, this variety too tend to get black spot, as you can see down there, but it has bloomed very well. Next to her is this one called the Annick Rose. Very upright, and can you believe this is a cutting from my brother's rose? This is a retired variety and really lovely. And next to her we have Gabriel Oak. Now, I did say last time I wondered why the leaves were so yellow, and I did get a few comments to say that it was iron deficient. So maybe it's my feeding, maybe I should put it in the ground. I haven't decided yet. So let's see what else we can see from here. This is another healthy one. This is a Tantau rose called Chippendale, also known as Duchess of Cornwall. Look at that beautiful one. Wow, look at that. How gorgeous is that? And now this one is called the Anniversary Rose. This is just one of the cheap roses I got from the local B&Q. And yeah, it's okay. Not a very strong grower, but I had thought about getting rid of it. Yeah, but I think I might hold on for a little longer. This is Fruity Perfumer. Very gorgeous colour. Look at that. Really lovely. Some blooms there. Oh, and this is a love-hate relationship. This is Earth Angel. As you can see, she's still budding up and very, very healthy. Yeah, a little bit of yellowing of the leaves, which is quite normal, but this one balls up terribly in my garden because we just haven't got the dry weather for it. And let me see what we got here. We have this Dark Desire, one single bud. It's a very, very fragrant rose, one of the most fragrant in my garden, deep, deep red color. And this one is also from the Parfumer collection. This is Raspberry Parfumer. I've heard good things about this rose, but yet it defoliates very easy. You can see how there's absolutely no leaves on this, but the blooms are quite prolific and very fragrant. But yeah, not too healthy for me. And also, I'll let you show you a rose I thought I was going to get rid of, and after seeing it on some channels, I've decided maybe I should allow it to stay for another year. And this particular rose we are talking about is this one here. Oh, it's actually disintegrating in my hand. This is Golden Celebration. Now, Golden Celebration is not a very healthy rose for me, but because it's not in the way, I think I would probably give it another year, because I don't have anything to replace her right now. This one is Bring Me Sunshine, a very tall grower. Now this area is going to be my kind of like reddish, no, not red, like a peachy orange border, maybe with hints of red, with the salvia in there. And yeah, this one is, let me just show you. This is Lady Emma Hamilton. Look, she's still blooming away. How gorgeous is that? And intense citrus-like fragrance. Really, really lovely. So this is my Asian pear that I moved about 2 weeks ago. And I wanted to do this for months because she was growing in the very close to the driveway that I had newly installed. And now I moved her. She's in her forever home now, I hope, and have plenty of room to grow. Now, I've been moving loads of stuff around. As you know, as a gardener, it's never ending, and it's always something to do. But what I don't recommend moving at this time of year or dividing are grasses, because of their shallow roots. They tend to rot and die away in our cold winter. So we'll leave that alone. So this one's the pheasant tail grass. Next year in about March, April, I would dig this up and divide it into smaller sections and grow this at the back of my border over there. This is my new patio set. Well, not new, I did buy it from Facebook ads, and I painted this in a thyme green. I didn't want to spend hundreds of pounds in a garden furniture to save money on more roses and garden products, really. I used to be into fashion and skincare, and nowadays all I seem to buy is food and underwear, really. Oh, God forbid one day if I had to choose, well, food is out of the question. If I had to choose between roses and underwear, I think I'd rather go pantless. You may have seen a video I done about cuttings a few months ago, and we did some cuttings and I showed you how to do them. So I have had very good success with my cuttings, and this is step 2, this is stage 2. Now the cuttings I'd taken a few months ago was about 95% successful. As you can see, I've got so many that have rooted, and I've potted them up now. Stage 2 means that it already grown roots, and I have put them into compost, a mix of John Innes and a bit of homemade compost, and I laid some leaf mold as mulch as well. So yeah, we'll see how these perform, but yeah, very happy with my cuttings. I may have ended up way too much, bitten off more than I can chew. So I'm just going to just show you some back of the scenes things that I'm doing in the garden. This is my utility area. As you can see, it's a big bright mess, but this is where I do my composting. And my composting is leaves, perennials, and garden waste and kitchen waste as well. So you can see it's like magic. After about a year, it turns into this lovely black stuff. And it is really a great way to recycle and save money. And another way to save money is this is leaf mold I've collected from a local park. There was this big pile, like it's just dumped there by the council. So I picked some up and I've taken back for mulching or improving the soil or whatever it is you need to do. Well, as you can see, my roses have finally arrived. I don't normally get in front of the camera, but I find it hard to do an unboxing with just the one hand, because I usually hold it with my camera with the other hand. So the clip that you saw earlier was from a few days ago, because there were some roses still in the garden and I wanted to show you before the rain set in. As you can see, today is a very wet day and you can see the really grey clouds behind me. But I thought I'd squeeze in the unboxing because I don't think these bare roots from David Austin would appreciate being in the packaging for too long. But don't worry about these, as in their bare roots they can survive because they're in hibernation, they're not actively growing. You can keep them in this kind of state for about a week or so. But I shall have to get these out and put these in a bucket of water to hydrate the roots before I start planting them. So let's see what I've got. So David Austin, as you know, they have raised their prices again. So now a bare root would cost £23. Now I did get these in the deal of 15% discount. I think it's still available if you enter this the code seasons, so you might get the 15% off. But yeah, let me show you what I've got. There was two roses I was looking at for a long time, but because got so many coming, I didn't really felt that I needed it, because one of the ones that I've got already have a cutting off, and the other one I really wanted because it smells so good. So the one I've got is, let me see, it comes in this packaging here. Right, one I've got, they're both yellow roses, because I am a bit more intentional with my buying nowadays. I do like to think of which rose I'm going to put in the ground. Before I used to buy just like randomly, just because I felt, I wanted it. So here we have, let's have a look. So we have, the first one is, look at the root system. That is pretty good. That is pretty good root system. This is Wollerton Old Hall. I'm very happy with it. 4 good sized canes. Well, 2 good sized canes. One, well, maybe not so good, but very healthy, very green, and I'm sure it'll do very well. Now later on I'll show you where I'm going to plant these. So this is a climber. It's Wollerton Old Hall. It's a pale yellow, kind of cup shaped, I think the flower is, and I wanted this as a climber because it was so fragrant, myrrh, very strong myrrh. And the other one is also a yellow one, this one here. Now I'm going to show you my mini cutting later, which is, it's still in bloom. It's still in bloom. This one is the Poet's Wife. This is a little bit on the stingy side, I think, the cranes, but okay, it will grow. Now I did see this for sale about a couple of months ago as a potted plant from the local garden centre, and I did think the canes were really quite a little bit spindly. Maybe that's the way it grows. I've heard it grows. It's quite a messy grower. The canes kind of like just wriggle around each other. But yeah, so I'm happy with these canes. Very good size, and showing a little bit of growth there. Now David Austin, they do have a guarantee that if your rose dies within 5 years, which is good for me, that you can get a replacement. Not to say, of course, you have to take appropriate measures to keep it alive, but yeah, very, very good company to buy from. So bare root is the best version to buy like this, because it's the cheapest way, it's to transport, and if you grow this now, it would have time to recover by spring. So this, I do like to buy my plants this way, and of course you do get a lot of plants for your money, so to speak, because this isn't cheap. Like I said, David Austin have increased their prices, and that's £23 for a bare root, so 15% off. I think I still pay nearly £20 for this. £20 from Town Centre in Lotton, you can get 4 like bare roots, something like, you know, like Shandorf's Beauty or Eden. You can like 4 of these for the price of this one. So I think there's a little bit of hesitation, and their price increase have made the offer, the 15% offer, stayed on for as long as nearly 2 months, I think. I've seen this offer for 15% off. They normally do have a discount, but it's just like a week or so. But that obviously, I think the price increase, £23, it's putting a lot of people from ordering. But let me show you what I want to plant these. Right, I'm quickly losing daylight because, as you can see, the sky has absolutely gone all grey, and we are about 4 p.m. now, so I have to get a move on. So this area I've dug out, and this is going to be my yellow border, and previously here is where I had this huge hydrangea Annabelle, and it was just totally like taken over this area. It was a bit of a bully, so I've taken it out and I've put it elsewhere, but now I've left with quite some bare ground. And as you can see, there's going to be quite a few roses growing in here, mostly just yellows, whites, and I have put a few blue here as well. They say blue, but it's almost like a lilac-y. Oh, we have another ladybird. I seem to have lots of ladybirds nowadays. Let me see whether we can focus on that. Maybe not. Hard to focus. But that rose here, this is Rhapsody in Blue, and I wanted this like a bluish yellow area, so I'm going to plant the Poet's Wife here. This is where I put the stick, and I do actually have a baby one. This is, look, this is a baby one. This is a cutting. Look, this is Poet's Wife, and now this bloom has been open for about 4 days, and it's the fragrance is excellent and very pretty bloom. So this one is baby. Yeah, like I said, I did try to hold up from not getting so many roses, but it's, for a rose lover, it's hard to not treat yourself right. Life is too short. Anyway, we do have also here is this one is Chateau de Chevenay. It's called Belle de Jour in the UK, and it is a Delbard rose, and it's in bud. And this was bought from the Town Centre in Lotton, this company here, and I am expecting about 20 roses coming, so I shall be doing an unboxing when that arrives. So this one here would be the Poet's Wife here, and we do have, this one has been in this ground for about 4 years. This is Julia Child, also known as Absolutely Fabulous. So this is my yellowish border, and at the back there we did have a pilgrim that it's been there for about 3 years now. So that is a baby Poet's Wife. And also to keep the yellow theme going, I do have, this is Vanessa Bell, really soft shallot shape, pale yellow blooms. And I have some peonies here which I divided. Now this is a perfect time to be dividing peonies, and I did divide this into 2 chunks. So this will go well with this border, and this border is not very sunny because it's behind the fence, but I'm hoping they would grow quite nicely. This one, very thorny one here, is the Country Parsons, another yellow one, very fragrant. And yeah, some peonies, and this will be my Wollerton Old Hall. It's starting drizzling now, so I have to keep get a move on. This is where my Wollerton Old Hall would go here, and the idea is that it would grow up and around, and I would be able to smell the strong myrrh fragrance from this chair here when I sit. So this is my border. That's where it's going to go. Yeah, and So let me just swing you around to see how things are. Very, very autumnal now. Very autumnal. Oh, let me just show you a bloom. I think because it's raining, we'll have to end this video. So this is distant drums. So I'll say goodbye with distant drums. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.